just pulled pole vaulting tools out of the tube here. I went to a sporting event and there was a guy with a big long stick. I said, "Are you a pole vaulter?" He said, "No, I'm German, and how did you know my name was Walter?" Pushrods, right?
Yeah.
For the ailerons or the...
For everything, so the long ones will be for the aileron, pushrods in the wings. And the short ones for the rear.
Yes. Uh-huh. Push rods of all shapes and sizes. Let's see, what's this one? Flap-in wing short push rod. Aileron long push rod. Yes. And these are what makes the sling so nice and nimble to fly. Very responsive.
But when you look at them, half it's taken up with a rivet.
Yeah.
So you've really got to use that little dimple and stuff.
Time to change. 2 sets of pads?
2 sets, yeah. 2 individual, one.
So what do the bearings look like in comparison? Are they all the way around?
No, about the same size. Pads.
Yeah.
Bit bigger disc. The disc goes up about there.
Okay.
It depends on your. Are they a 4-pot piston or 2?
They're still two.
2. Just the cranking force.
They just work the other way. The disc floats on the rim. And the pad goes from the inside.
Yep.
So that's the main reason they work there, because it's a bigger disc.
Well, Errol's comment was when we were landing in the high wing at Heck Field, he said, here we are stopping pretty quick on this short field, so...
Yeah. You know, relying on your brakes all the time.
Matco.
These double Matco. The single ones work. The double ones are pretty good. Yeah. You got a thicker disc. Someone explained to me that on a car it's about getting rid of the heat. On aircraft you need to store the heat because you're only doing one stop.
Yeah. Your front ones on a car are ventilated.
Yeah.
To get the air through them to dissipate the heat.
This thick as padding compared to the thin for a car, but the single caliper ones are about that thick.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this. We have a control column going in.
Yeah. It's starting to, things will start to happen.
Now the eye bolt's on this one and it attaches across here, does it?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And there's a left-hand thread on this end and a right-hand thread on the other end. So when it's attached and you turn it, you can adjust the length.
Right, nice.
So you can deal with the rig.
Nice. This is what makes you go up and down. You're the chief tire mechanic on this airplane?
Yep. That's about my limit.
Hang on, didn't you just complete a road tax certification course? You should be able to do everything underneath that thing too.
Tire pumper upper.
Tire pumper upper, okay. All right, so while I was doing other stuff, Sneaky James got the next push rod in, going into the back there. Gotta keep an eye on these guys, they're too fast.
Let's see how that looks. And then the autopilot for the pitch servo will be on there.
All right, so you'll just be hiding in the back here doing the autopilot?
Yeah. Hey, autopilot.
Yeah. Nose up, please. So I'm looking for the little hangers that hang the avionics tray right here, so we can put those in, the plugs. Can we find them? No. All right.
Just the number of parts.
Now we just shoved another one in there. I wasn't looking. You reach in there and thread it. Hang on, Bruce is crawling in. Bruce's legs crawling into tight spaces. He's like a cat.
Small holes.
Stealth-like.
James got it just as I got in there.
He just likes to get you exercise. He's too good. This one goes to the elevator. Yes. So it's a direct linkage all the way from the stick to the elevator. None of this wire rubbish.
Wire and cables and hydraulics.
Yeah. It's one of the attractive things. And it's direct. Is there anything else direct besides the nose wheel steering?
The rudder's cables, the ailerons are cables up to the wing and then push rods out to the controls.
Yeah. And the flaps are pretty much direct linkage. Yeah. Still don't like the idea that the rudder is two little strings.
They look small to me. But then there's not much force there.
Right. Sure does look good with that cowling on and that big spinny thing. It's really good. Look at, while I was not looking again, he's attached to. Oh, look at this. Oh, look at that. That sounded.
Yeah, and like it's sitting on the rib at the back.
Yeah. Oh, look at that control. Woo. Nice. Way to work with the camera, James. So what are you working on now?
Here's the aileron push rods for inside the wings.
Yeah. But we don't have the wings.
No, but we'll find them. They'll go, so they'll go from that bell crank there you see moving,
Right.
all the way up to one in the.
Another bell crank in the middle of or the far end of the wing.
And those two will go out to the aileron themselves.
Nice.
So the only cables are really the rudder.
Yeah, and up from the stick up to the top.
Yeah. So need to watch the wire, any wire fraying on there. We were just looking through the parts box and came across the hold downs for the rudder pedal assembly. And I said, oh, look, that's what those are for. And I said to Bruce, it's kind of nice knowing all the parts of your aircraft, yeah? At least what you built.
Yeah, that's the idea that you understand it.
All right. Now we just stopped by to get some color swatches for our color scheme, but the sling wings are out of their sling and onto the painting racks. Custom mounts, I'd say. So you can flip them around, rotate them, and off you go. That's great. So next is probably sanding all the alidizing off. I can't even say it right. All that yellow stuff that stops the corrosion, mostly for the inside parts, like there. You think that with the blue or that with the black? Because his Land Cruiser's black and maroon.
Oh, is it?
Well, on the inside, just the inside.
Yeah, it's got this red interior. Well, it's supposed to be red, but it's not red.
Yeah, would you put the blue and maroon together?
I'm not good with colours.
I'm not asking you. I'm asking the professional.
Silver goes with both of those. Like silver we've just done for. That's Lotus silver.
Yeah, it's nice.
We've used it quite a lot on the planes. Like one guy picked it. He picked Ferrari red, this silver and black. It's in the hangar next door to Aero.
Okay.
Come out really good.
On this particular afternoon of errands, we visited the painter and then in reverse order visited the graphic artist who was working with Bruce and Tasha's wedding tattoo, as well as some color schemes, none of which were really grabbing Bruce and Tosh and looking very basic and stereotypical. You leave for 5 minutes and everything gets built.
You know, that's got a bit of.
Wow, look at this.
Hey, it's about a perfect. This one can go in a little bit more. Pretty close. There we go. I'm just getting the spacing right because once we get those little plates on the inside, we will do the final fitment. So now it's just nuts and bolts, so I've done it the hard way. But yeah, if you look at this one, it's really just so that we know what the spacing should be like. And so this one, I would like this one to come back a little bit. But the problem is when you come back a little bit, you will never get this because the door, unfortunately, is not perfect to this. It's not perfectly right. So, and you can see here, come and have a look here. I mean, if you do that, see at the bottom, you've got a nice gap and then it opens up quite a bit and it closes again. So the doors and the molds are not 100% matched. So we can
Just go up and do the best we can with.
yeah, you know, so I'd say on both of these, I'm going to put, say, maybe an extra little plate in there.
See, that wasn't noticeable before. But now,
You don't see that, but now you see it.
Yes.
So now the best way to do that now
like a boomerang.
is to sand that down
Yeah.
and sand that down. And this is unfortunately the thing that you're going to sit with. You know, some finish that comes out of a mold, it's absolutely not perfect at all. So the only thing you can do is to open it up. You open it up, this gap, if you move it back, will be the same as the gap on the back.
I reckon if you'd sanded those, and that would have been better.
Yeah. So then at least your gaps around, you know, you go that little bit there.
Yeah.
Like about there.
Yeah.
The only thing is, hopefully it's just filler and not composite that sits under it. However, so but it's not too much, huh?
Yeah.
And so at least you take that gap a little bit, because now that gap, if you check that gap, and then this gap is still, I can put probably a millimeter in there. And the only other way is now to also to say, well, because it closes up here, you have to, but now we're getting into the territory where you have to now physically build up and take out these areas. And that is now it becomes sanding hours and hours and hours. So you can get it as good as you can.
I think if you can take these out,
Yeah, it's going
that's
to
going
look,
to straighten that up.
yeah, that's going to look
It's
a
not
much,
going to be perfect, but it's going to be.
it's going to make a big difference, you know. So yeah, you can see how it closes up around here as well. But again, now what do you do? And do you take it off the door or do you take it off?
So when you were putting it together, did it pretty much you put it in and it lined up, or did you have to
No,
adjust
I
it?
had to space it. I had to space it. So because we've got those shimmy plates, and now the good thing is once we get this perfect, I know it fits perfectly. So then I literally mark every one of those shimmy plates. So the shimmy plate goes with the top, right, bottom, left, whatever, and it's a pair. Because once you start assembling them, you want to get them 100% the same.
Right.
Because remember, even they go now for paint. Now this whole thing gets a millimeter of paint extra here. On the hinge, a millimeter of extra paint. So your whole door now goes a little bit back.
Right.
So I wouldn't like to actually do anything until it's painted. And then see, okay, do I need an extra shimmy plate? Because you shimmy it and you take it off, and then it comes back from paint, and there's 2 millimeter of paint on both sides, and all of a sudden the whole thing is moving again. That's why we also don't cut these, you know, where the pins go into the frame. I don't do it at all. I mean, now you can see where it's supposed to. It's going to go about. So you can see where it's supposed to go, and you make your mark where it's going to go in. Draw your line. But you only want to do that once it's back from paint, because even that millimeter in the front of paint is going to push this door a little bit back, so that hole is not going to fit anymore.
Agree with that 100%. I think if we can do those
Yeah.
little spots there,
So
be it.
so I'm going
That's
to
pretty
take
good.
these off, and
there's a lot of cars that run around that aren't that.
oh, Yeah, I've seen that, and it looks terrible. Period, because that's the thing that people look at. That's the thing that they see, and it's the thing that lies. Well, I tell you what, it drives you nuts. Okay.
So you took some off. With
Yeah, I took some off. I can just break this corner a little bit at the top.
Well, that's quite
You
a
won't make it look quite as bad, you know.
Yeah, no, if you it's now painted and I've taken that little corner away there, that will make a big difference on the look of that wall. There. No, we know not, but at least we will now. So.
Yeah. Wow, what a difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, you done that aileron.
That at least follows, and that follows now. Okay. You see, but now that gap and this gap is about the same gap. So
Just taking them edges off, like I've done the saturator.
it just makes the line and that line better.
Straighter line.
Yeah, so the doors are, the doors used to be a much tighter fit actually as well. And I think what they've done is they decided to, just all that. I think they decided to make the doors a little bit looser so that, and I think they decided to make the doors actually a little bit looser so that there's more play on it.
Room for
Because they
play.
used to be very tight and it just touched over and
Right.
so yeah. So all of
Nice.
that gets a little bit of paint and a
Excellent.
little bit of a.
Yeah, you can control
Okay, well
cables.
that's one done. Shall we have a quick coffee or lunch break? This one's set. This one is pretty nice actually. All around.
That one's a
Yeah,
bit straighter
this one.
there.
This one is sort of literally almost there. Look at that.
Yeah, that one looks a bit better.
That one is sort of all around, is pretty good. Yeah.
Very nice.
So not bad at all. So I think we're good on the spacing. I'm happy with spacing on these things now. So we've got a straight line now. I mean, sorry, you'd see the carbon now, but that is a straight line. So yeah, there's no air going through from the back. So that's a perfectly straight line. But we want to bring that thing back to about there.
Yep.
So we can build it up with a bit of micro balloons and then just.
I want to see these micro balloons. I keep hearing about them. I haven't seen them. Ah,
Well, this one is a glue powder, but you see how fine it is?
yeah.
This is glue powder, and then you get another one that's micro balloons that are just absolutely, it runs like water.
Yeah.
But you make a little bit of a mixture, almost like body filler, and you just put it on and then you sand it down.
Right.
So yeah, a little bit of work there. James has fit your controls.
Yeah.
All the controls are in. Cables are going to the top. So once the flight controls are in, engine cals are on, it's getting. That's every day getting a bit closer.
Yes.
But now I need some coffee.
So I step away for 5 minutes and these guys like finish everything. All right. So what have we got?
Aileron controls.
Aileron controls. Nice.
So about the stick and the
Oh, look at
cables and the push rods will go from there out to the wings. Yes,
Oh,
I'll
look at
turn it on.
this. Golly.
We'll lock those up once we put the rudder on.
Nice.
Elevator's in, that was in earlier.
Yep. Wow.
So everything needs to be set up, but it's all there.
We still have their brakes there.
Somebody unplugged me. Oh, look at this. I almost kicked the plane off.
We've got to have a little groove in here.
Need
Through there.
a groove for what?
For the caliper and suit.
Oh, really? Oh my gosh.
So we suggest that's why they didn't put them on.
Ah, they needed more cutting done, and they were too busy.
And that one's
Wow, this thing's really starting to come together. This is exciting.
there's a little droid there. Right where the caliper sits.
Oh, wow.
It's very interesting to get that in.
Well, while you got the wheel off, you're going to put some grease in it too?
Yeah, I'll clean them and pack them in.
That'll be nice. That'll make them
There's
last.
grease in them.
No, okay. That'll make them last longer.
Goes to say we need to keep an eye on. They get moisture in there past the seal.
Oh,
So something we need to keep an eye on.
okay. What about red dust, James?
Not get everywhere.
That gets everywhere, yeah.
Yes.
That shouldn't be everywhere.
Okay. Well, you said everywhere, including wheel bearings, right?
Inside the final plant.
Yeah. Very good.
The first Land Cruiser I bought was one of the short wheel buses with the perforated roof lining in it.
Right.
And it come from Alice Springs and I was down south. Every time you hit the corrugated road, red dust would come out. I had it for 9 years and it was still coming out.
Hey, hang on a bit. What's that box over there?
Oh, it might be out.
I think we need to open this up real quick.
Open it while you're here now.
Might as well, eh?
We won't know if there's two in there anyway.
You got a knife?
All got shit's looking for the open before the food.
Well, thankfully it wasn't ours. Well, I gotta get this on. Gotta get this on video, right? Inquiring minds want to know.
I didn't even see it.
Could this be ours? What's a padding? Any blades in here or just a spinner? No.
More information for you to read.
That's what a pilot does, is read manuals and other circulars. There's the blade covers.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Ah. Looks like a 4-blade prop.
Doesn't have a flag on it.
No flags. So hard to get good help. That's disappointing. Nope, no flag. Check the other two. It's quite a bit bigger than the 3-blade box.
Yeah.
I think we had asked for Australian flags on the tips.
Good.
Yeah, we'll have to ask again and promise to trade them out. Unless they're, I'm pretty sure it's molded into the. Yeah, cool. Well, no flags on the tips. Errol forgot to push the wrong button on the website, maybe.